Hey, what's good, y'all? In the first video of this channel, we're gonna react to the craziest ending in March Madness history. Let's go.
We just witnessed one of the craziest finishes ever in the Elite Eight yesterday. And to be honest, this year's Elite Eight was full of amazing basketball. So let's get into all 4 games. I'm going to save the best one for last. So I'm going to make you watch this entire video. I promise you it is absolutely worth it. This is the craziest ending you will ever see
Yeah, I
in an
seen this
Elite Eight
shit.
game. With that, let's start off with game 1 of the Elite Eight. It took place on Saturday starting at 5:09 p.m. Central Time. That was the
Iowa
9
versus
seed
Illinois.
Iowa Hawkeyes versus the 3 seed Illinois Fighting Illini.
Yeah.
Again, another Big Ten matchup. Nobody, including me, an Iowa fan, thought or could have imagined Iowa being in the Elite Eight starting this tournament out. But that's the magic of first-year head coach Ben McCollum. I already believe he's one of the best coaches in the nation. These teams know each other well. They've played earlier this year. Illinois won by 6 in Iowa City. Bennett Sturts is locked early in this one. He hits 2 early threes, and Iowa is up 12-2 right off the bat. Illinois does come back. It's 22-20. Let me quickly whine about some terrible calls in this first half. They called a foul on Iowa where
We
an
all think
Illinois
he's gonna
player hit
win
another
this
Illinois
March
player,
Madness.
and there also was a clear basket interference. This game
Drop
got
your
delayed
answers
in the
down in
first
the
half due
comments.
to a shot clock horn that would not stop going off. They could not get it to go out. And this Bennett Sturts 3 puts Iowa back up 5.
Damn.
Iowa's up 32-28 at half over the number 2 offense in the country. The second half is back and forth. Bennett Sturts free throws makes this game a 51-50 game with 7 minutes to go. Iowa has played incredible up until this point, but nobody besides Bennett Sturts really has it going offensively. Alvaro Folgueras, who's been amazing the entire tournament, has been awful, and Iowa can't finish anything at the rim in this second half. Keaton Wagler with one of the nastiest step backs you'll ever see
Ooh,
in
that was
NCAA
smooth.
tournament history. And then Andrei Stojakovic was absolutely massive for Illinois. Illinois goes on a 10-1 run with 7 minutes to go in this game. Iowa does fight back with this 3 from Isaiah Howard to make it a 5-point game.
3.
But then again, Andrei Stojakovic
Man,
is
I don't know.
absolutely killer with this and
I
one.
kind of knew
Tate
on
Sage,
watching
the
this,
freshman, honestly,
I'm kind of new of watching this stuff the March Madness, but like college, mostly college. I'm kind of new. I'm not gonna lie, but I like what I'm seeing. Like I know college is way bigger sometimes than the actual NBA for sure, and it has a lot of talents. So that's why I gonna watch it.
the only player in Iowa that
I like to
really
get,
stepped up offensively outside of
I like to see how the rookies are gonna look in a few years. Maybe this year, maybe the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Bennett Sturts. Makes a couple free throws. Again, it's a 4-point game. And then again, Andrei Stojakovic, he was unstoppable going to the rim in this game. Bennett Sturts misses this layup, and that's all she wrote for the Hawkeyes. Illinois wins this one 71-59. They outscore Iowa by 16 in the second half, 43-27. After an incredible first half for Iowa, they scored just one 2-point field goal in the entire second half. I was so impressed, not just by Illinois' offense bouncing back in the second half, but by their defense. Their size really bothered Iowa, and they punished them defensively as well. Keaton Wagler, as a freshman, unbelievable in this game. He finishes with 25 points on 8 for 17 from the field, which
what I've seen in this Illinois this lineup, you see a lot of.
As an Iowa fan, it felt like he did not miss 9 times. I felt like everything he hit went in. Tomislav was huge as well. He had 5 straight points on that 10-1 run. And even
Seeing a lot of Balkan players.
though Illinois is a fantastic 3-point shooting team, Iowa limited their 3-point shooting, 3 for 17 from 3, yet it still was not enough. Inside the arc, Illinois was 22 for 36. They outscored Iowa points in the paint, 40-12. They out-rebound Iowa in this game, 38-21, including 6
the paint really made the difference, you know what I'm saying?
That's the difference in this game. Iowa shot incredibly well from
Oh,
2
hold on, let
and
me
from
just go back
3
a
in the
little.
first half. Like I said,
Yeah,
in the second half,
it's better
they
like
shot
that.
so poorly. Their field goal percentage overall ended up being 38%. Bennett Certs finishes an absolutely phenomenal career, 24 points, 8 for 17 from the field as well. Just 2 turnovers in this game. Played every minute of the NCAA tournament, 3 turnovers overall. And then Tate Sage had 10 points, the only other player with Iowa that had double digits. Tavion Banks was pretty bad offensively, 1 for 8 from the field. Alvaro Folgueras, who was a huge reason Iowa got to the Elite Eight, got completely punked defensively in this game. Played only 9 minutes, had 0 points on 0 for 2 from the field and 2 turnovers. That ends Iowa's magical run. I may have to make a video on this team just because of my love for it. This was the most fun I have ever had as a fan of anything. I've been a part of the Minneapolis Miracle. I've been a part of the Caitlin Clark experience, even something as simple as going to back-to-back
Remember the
Western
Caitlin
Conference
Clark,
finals
bro?
with the Minnesota
That was
Timberwolves, but this
insane.
takes the cake. It was so
Insane.
special and so unexpected. Iowa's in good hands. Bennett
I
Certs is
saw
going to be
I
a
thought she was
phenomenal
leaving for
NBA
Europe, but
player,
I saw she's
and Ben
still in
McCollum is going to
the
have Iowa
WNBA.
back in the Elite Eight very soon. I'm confident of that. On the
Do y'all
Illinois
think
side,
she's
what
gonna
a
leave
story.
soon?
Keaton Wagler, not that
I
heavily
think so.
recruited out of high school, and here he is as a freshman, leading Illinois back to the Final Four for the first time since the D Brown days. And with that, let's move on to game
Let's
2.
go.
We
Let's
have
go on to the next
Arizona,
one.
the #1 seed, versus the 2-seeded Purdue Boilermakers. It's actually Purdue that is up early in this one, 38-31. Braden Smith has 11 points, 3 threes at half. Purdue shooting 7 for 14 from 3, while Arizona has just 1 make on 7 attempts from 3. Purdue's also punking them on the offensive rebounds in this first half. But Arizona's Arizona, and Arizona bounces back, scoring 48 points in the second half to
Look at that.
Purdue's 26. They win this game by 15,
Put it
which is
back
what
in.
I
Put it back in.
predicted in last video.
Damn. Damn. That
79-64. On Purdue's side, Trey
it's not that crazy what done,
Kaufman-Renn
but
went
it
just
was good.
5 for 14 from the
It was
field.
good.
I don't
I
remember
personally tell
if
you
TKR has ever
when I tried dunking and I tried dunking on people, bro, is like a different thing, bro. From dunking on regularly, like you dunk on normally on the basket and just have to dunk on someone else. That's just completely that's completely different. And even someone in the back, like you have this sense of like, oh, I'm gonna hit him in his face with my foot. So yeah.
had a game where he shot that poorly from the field. Oscar Clough had 14 points, 10 boards. Braden Smith finishes a storied career with 13 points. He went 4 for 15 from the field, had 7 assists, 5 rebounds, the all-time assist leader in NCAA history. Braden Smith, give him his flowers, an absolute all-time great at the point guard position. And then Fletcher Lawyer had just 8 points, 2 for 6 from 3. Purdue shoots 38% from the field, just 36% from 3. That's 1 for 8 in the second half. Koa Pete was so impressive in this game on both ends. 20 points, 9 for 18 from the field, 7 rebounds, 4 offensive. Krivas had 12 boards, which was huge, even though he went 1 for 5 from the field. Braden Burries was kind of stifled, but hung in there. 14 points, 4 for 10 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3. Jaden Bradley had 14 points, and Ivan Karchenkov had 18 on 7 for 11 from the field. I will say there were a couple calls I really felt like went against Purdue in this game. A couple times where multiple players got fouled, and Arizona did have 22 free throws to Purdue's just 13. At the same time, they attacked the paint a lot harder. You get rewarded
Yeah,
when
but
you do
it
that.
depends.
They outscored
It
Purdue in the
depends.
paint 40-24. I do believe Arizona has the greatest
Because mostly people nowadays focus on the three, but I think the paint really makes the difference in the end.
free throw differential in this tournament. That'll do it for game
And the
2 and
defense,
the
bro.
end
If you
of
have a
the
good
Saturday
defense and
slate
you lock
of
people
Elite
up,
Eight games. Moving on to
good
game
luck with
3, we
that.
have #1 seed
Tennessee versus
Michigan
Michigan.
versus #6 seed Tennessee. And while I would love to talk a lot about this game, Michigan just absolutely punks Tennessee. They outscore them 48-26 in the first half,
Boom.
and then
3.
47-36 in the second, winning 95-62. And this 33-point win in the Elite Eight for the #1 seed Wolverines is the most lopsided victory in 37
Yeah.
years for the round. down. You have to go all the way back to 1989 to find the last time there's been a bigger blowout. That was when Michigan beat Virginia by 37 points, the Glenn Rice days. Yaxel Lindenberg had 27 points, 10 for 19 from the field, 7 boards, 4 assists, 0 turnovers. Merez Johnson had 12. Ade Mara had 11. And then off the bench, Trey McKinney had 12 points as well. Michigan finishes 52% from the field, 37% from 3. On Tennessee's side, Jacoby Gillespie did have an awesome
Damn, he
career.
dropped
One of the
31
more
and he
fun
lost.
shot-making guards
I don't know,
in the
it's 31
tournament.
minutes.
21
Yeah,
points,
yeah, yeah,
8
yeah.
for
Sorry, sorry,
22
sorry,
from the
sorry,
field,
sorry,
4
sorry.
for
I thought he
13 from
dropped
3. Did have
31
6
and he
steals, and then
lost.
Nate Ament had just 7
My
points,
bad, my
2 for
fault.
12 from the field. He was very bothered, very uncomfortable in this game. Tennessee shoots just
Bro, how can you go
32% from the
4 and
field,
4 for 13,
19%
bro?
from 3. Michigan did have 37 free throws,
Just
which is
pass the ball,
insane.
bro.
But I've said it all along, Michigan and
Pass to
Arizona,
someone
in my
else.
opinion, are the 2 most complete teams in this tournament, and now they will meet in the Final Four, which brings us
Yeah,
to the
I think
final
Michigan
game of the
is
Elite
gonna go
Eight.
through.
We
What y'all
have the
think?
#1 overall seed, Duke Blue Devils,
Yeah, Duke was
versus the
UConn.
2 seed UConn Huskies. This game right away felt like it was going to be another Elite Eight blowout. The Blue Devils are up 44 to 29 at half, but needless to say, Dan Hurley makes some phenomenal adjustments in this second half with some X's and O's. Terrace Reed is carrying them
Boom.
offensively. This Caravan 3 makes it a 1-point game. With 30 seconds to go in this game, Cameron Boozer makes this, it's 72 to 69. UConn timeout. Silas Demery makes just 1 of 2 free throws, 72 to 70 with 10 seconds to go. UConn is full court pressing. They don't go for the foul right away. They trap Caden Boozer near half court. He tries to throw it over top. It gets deflected to
Boom.
Alex
Oh.
Caravan.
Oh.
Braylon Mullins, freshman from Indiana, sends UConn
Bam.
back home to Indianapolis. 73-72 from
Crazy
40
ending,
feet
bro.
out.
Crazy.
Freshman Braylon
It's
Mullins. One of
crazy
the
right here.
craziest endings to an Elite Eight in March Madness history. Braylon Mullins with the game winner for UConn. I still cannot believe my eyes. It reminds me of Furman, Virginia from a couple years ago. I'm not sure what Caden Boozer was doing. Just hold on to the ball. And also, Braylon
Yeah,
Mullins
pass
has
it
not
faster,
been
bro.
shooting well from 3 lately.
Don't
I
just
actually
hold
saw a
it.
stat from Sam Vecini, the Athletic.
This is the difference I saw in like how Europeans play basketball and how Americans play basketball. A lot of Europeans would pass, like just go full out pass, 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 pass. While Americans, take a little more time just to hold the ball. And I think that's why Duke lost.
NBA
Yeah, if
draft
they pass it
analyst
sooner,
who said he's
probably would
been
have won.
19% in his last 8 games prior to this one, where he shot 0 for 4 from 3 until that shot. The ball goes in with 4/10 of a second left on the clock. Duke does not get off a shot. I am still in
Boom,
absolute shock. I have to
splash.
say, UConn was so tough in this second half. Caravan even hitting that 3 to put him down 1. He was 2 for 10 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3, his only make of the game. Braylon Mullins, that was his only 3 of the game, 2 huge threes. UConn shot just 5 for 23 from 3, 22%. Terrace Reed was the only one who had anything going offensively. Like I said, he carried them throughout this game. 26 points on 10 for 16 from the field and 9 rebounds. And on Duke's side,
Oh, why are you
Cameron
shooting
Boozer,
so many
27
threes, bro?
points, 8 boards,
Go
4
in the
assists,
paint.
4 turnovers.
Just pass it
Caden
to
Boozer
someone else.
had
They can shoot
15. He
better.
played well up until that point. 6 assists, 5 rebounds, but that turnover was costly. Evan Miyakawa makes a great point. Duke's last 4 losses, you have to go all the way back to last year's Final Four. They lost just 2 games in the regular season. They led by 19 against UConn in the Elite Eight, like we just saw and lost. Led by 13 against UNC earlier this year, lost. Led by 17
17
against Texas
against
Tech
Texas
and
Tech.
lost.
Yeah,
And remember, with Cooper Flag last year and Con Kneppel, they led by
lost to
14
Houston.
versus Houston in the Final Four and lost. Kevin Sweeney, another great thing here in these last 4 losses. In-game win probability was 98.7%,
It's crazy seeing how Duke is going
95.1,
downhill. Like
97.8, and
making all those stars to
97.7. Absolutely
creating
bonkers.
all
Go
those
watch
stars.
it
Yeah,
again if you haven't. Go listen to the UConn radio version as well. Just an absolute meltdown from Duke again. Which brings us to the Final Four, which will take place next weekend. As sad as I am, my Iowa Hawkeyes did not make it. I could not have asked for a better run this year.
I
We
think it's
have the
gonna be like
3
Michigan
seed
versus
Illinois
UConn,
Fighting
something like that,
Illini
and like
versus the 2
a
seed
crazy
UConn
like ending like
Huskies.
this one,
And then we have the 2-1
or
seeds, in
like
my
a
opinion, the de
it's
facto
either
national
a
championship,
crazy ending
Michigan.
like this one, like someone just pops it last second, or a blowout. And I think like a blowout gonna be by Michigan or something like that. Yeah, but I don't know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments.
Versus Arizona. Right now, Ken Pom has Michigan as the better team efficiency wise, but it's incredibly close. Michigan has the 5th overall offense, the number 1 defense. Arizona 4th overall offense, number 2 overall defense. And then right now in Ken Pom, you have Illinois at 4 with the number 1 overall offense, 20th defense, and Connecticut at 9th, the 28th overall offense, and the 9th overall defense. I believe Illinois will beat UConn,
Nah, I
honestly,
think
kind of
UConn gonna beat
handily, maybe 6, 7
Illinois.
points. And then I don't know between Arizona and Michigan. I think
Michigan.
Arizona, but this is going to
No,
be
no,
an
no, no.
awesome
Michigan.
game that you
This
have to
guy's
tune
tripping.
into. I'm still going to take Arizona to win the entire thing. But man, guys, what
Bro,
a
it takes
tournament
Arizona
up
to win the
until this
whole thing.
point.
I don't know
Don't
what to
worry,
say
I will
about that.
make an entire video at the end here that puts all of these recaps together. The 2026 NCAA tournament full movie. Thank you so much for supporting me during this season.
Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you liked it. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and see you in the next one.